Major shout out to PP Drawings and Midi Man, Hot Cliff, K Ray. Oh man, AG Praise, my girl, I Rock, Diva Jacobs, everybody, and to the Minister of Music and musicians. I got something I want to drop on you right quick. And shout out to my man Derek who wanted me to do this video. And I was chatting with quite a few Minister of Music the other day, and chatted with a couple last night, and enjoyed chatting with you, Midi Man, also. And they said, JT, I heard what you saying, man. I love your videos. But at the same time, I'm only in it for the money now. And we're talking about the Minister of Music and musicians. They say I'm only in it for the money now. Let me tell you why. And I felt them. But at the same time, y'all know I keep it real. They say because the way church has become, and the way the pastors do a lot of musicians, I'm only in it for the money now. If you ain't talking $500 or $600 and up, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to sit down with the pastor. But I'm going to tell you, brothers and sisters, if you only in it for the money, you got a serious problem. And we all know the good and the bad behind being a minister of music. I myself been doing it for about a little bit over 15 years now. And when you look at this whole thing about being a minister of music, it ain't easy, first of all. But at the same time, where's your heart posture behind it? Like PP Jones and Midi Man say, your heart. See, me, I can play without getting paid, and I can play with getting paid, because it's not about the dollar bill. I tell people, I'm probably one of the most underpaid musicians there are, because I'm not concerned about money a lot of time. I'm not. God know my heart, and God know I'm not lying about this, because right now I play for a lot of people and don't charge them a dime. And if you don't have that love for God, I like to say that agape love. See, that agape love, man, that'll make you do anything. And the more and more musicians I talk to, they in it and only in it for the money. And they don't know nothing about the word of God. They don't go to no kind of teachings. And all they do is go to church for the money. But at the same time, you look at how the church do the musicians and the minister of music. Everybody's stuck when the pastor, they big on the pastor when it's time for him to get his appreciation, and he get taken care of all the time. But a lot of times the musicians don't get treated that way. And you got a lot of musicians out here that don't play for money. And they don't play for money, and they don't get appreciated. That's why I understand both sides. But I'm still going to tell you like this. You got to get past people. You should be able to have that zeal for God. Yeah. And it shouldn't be about money. And it's sad that church done became a business. I remember growing up back in the day, man, they did not care if they had a musician or not. They wasn't stuck on who playing what. They had church without no music. They would stomp their feet and clap their hands and have an old washboard. Whatever it took to praise the Lord. They wasn't concerned about the technology. We got all this technology now that's, everything is technology and all about business now. They talk more about salvation. They was concerned on people getting saved, and it wasn't about all this begging for money like it is now. The lifestyle of the musicians and the lifestyle of the pastors nowadays have turned a lot of folks away from the church, and I'm just being real with this. But me, myself, I would tell any musician looking at this, younger musician or older musician, it ain't about just playing for money. I'm saying this, you should get compensated for what you do. But at the same time, you should be able to play whether you're getting paid or not. And that's just real talk. Because if I stop going to church right now, quit being a minister of music at my own church, best believe I would still be helping somebody else. That's why I love giving on YouTube freely. Because I want to give back to God what He has given me, and I want to help others. Because I know people are poor, and people don't have money, people done got laid off, and people really want to learn like myself. I didn't go to school. I learned the hard way. And I like to encourage people and tell them the right things on being a minister of music. You should be humble. You should not be stuck on yourself. As a matter of fact, you need to know the word of God before you do anything. And you need to be living it. Your life needs to line up according to the will of God as a minister of music. And there's so many people treating church like a gig. Like I said in the video a long time ago, they treating church like a gig. But at the same time, I look at how the church do the musicians. So we're going to keep it real. We're going to keep it real on both sides. And the truth going to lie somewhere in the middle. That's why I say these things like this, because I am a musician. And I done seen a lot of mess, and I done been through a lot of mess all my life. I can tell you a book on how you're going to be as a minister. I can write a book, on how to be a minister of music, because it ain't easy. It's crooked. It's all about business, and it's all about people showing off. That's why I said you can't get caught up in what? The love of money, which is the root of all evil. The love of money is destroying so many churches right now. And you got musicians don't even want to know nothing about the word of God. They quick to, and then here's the problem: we quick to throw people in a position, and we not caring about how they are. You know, when you put anything over your church, when you put anything in your corner on your music staff, expect to get anything. I don't know why people don't understand is you keep putting people in positions that don't know nothing about being a minister of music, nor a pastor, and you expecting the church to grow, and wonder why you got all this hell and conflict in the church. If you just playing for money, you got a serious problem, young brothers and older brothers and sisters in Christ. It ain't about the money. Yeah. Because you can make all the money in the world every Sunday, and you can wind up in hell. What is all that money going to do for you anyway? It can't get you into heaven. See, I love my church. I love everybody outside of my church. I love the believers as well as the unbelievers. That's why I'm out everywhere, helping folks, trying to tell them, hey man, I know church is what it is now, but at the same time, can you look past how church is? But the sad thing is you got strong-minded people and you got weak-minded people. People that are weak-minded in it and every little thing gonna turn them away from the church. That's why it's so important for the church to be on point. But the churches can't get on point. Ain't no decent and order no more. Ain't no respect no more. It's all money. As long as the money is coming and generating in, hey, leave everything like it is. And this is sick. It make me sick to my stomach to see the way we do the house of God now and call ourselves Christians and we Christ-like and we following God and doing everything that God say don't do. More and more musicians are just going to church for the money. And then you got a lot of them that are not going to church for the money, because there are some real dynamic musicians. I'm talking to one or two of y'all right now that plays from their heart, and God has blessed them. I know some musicians that got a great dynamic job. They don't even need. They tell you, hey, let me just do it out of my heart. Paul say, let every man give according to his heart. I believe he wasn't just talking about money. I believe he was talking about time. He was talking about everything. But we done made it all about money. And I know some pastors that look at this video going to get mad at me, but oh well. Get your church in order, pastors. Stop doing what you want to do. But to the real pastors, God bless you. And keep on doing the will of God the right way. Because I said God bless y'all, because I tell the other pastors, God ain't going to bless no mess. Y'all need to get that in your head, that God ain't going to bless no mess. Until these ministers of music just going to church just to get a paycheck. Remember, you got to stand up and give an account of the good and the bad on your life. Because if you just looking at church as money, easy money, you got a problem. See, one thing about being a minister of music, ain't nothing easy about it. You gonna start wanting to get paid. To the people that always say don't pay me, I'm all right. See, I used to be like that also. But at the same time, the Bible teaches you some deserve double honor. Give people their flowers while they living, because you need money to keep the house of God generating. You need money when that equipment break down in that corner and you got to quit coming out of your own pocket. That's why I say it's on both sides. Somebody gonna say, JT, you contradicted yourself. No, I'm telling the good and the bad. I'm telling you, you should start accepting your money. But I'm saying at the same time, don't let money run you. Man, don't let the love of money, let me say that right, just keep you doing any and everything. Because when you take care of the house of God, God will take care of everything else. But see, the problem is we got this backwards. We want to get the money and everything else first. And the church just sitting up, toe up, in bad shape, spiritually and physically. And we wonder why we got 7, 8 churches on one street and they ain't got but about 50 members in them. Oh yeah, I said it. They got about 50 to 75 members in them, if they got that many in them. And they wonder why year after year they still in the same spot. Why? Because you're not doing things according to God's will. God will bust on you. You keep on trying to get in the church just for the money and see what's going to happen in your life. You keep trying to live your life any kind of way and use religion to get paid. You got a serious Serious problem. And to my brothers, you know, they told me to do this video, and I'm keeping it all the way real. Do I agree with just playing for money? Man, that ain't even no question to ask me. My answer to that is hell no, I don't agree with people using the church for money. I don't use the church for money. That's why I love to go to my church, clean my church. Anything around my church I see need to be done, I want to give my time to my church and do it. And I'm not looking for no pat on the back. They call me the church janitor. Some of them women used to laugh at me, boy, you just don't care. No, what's wrong with a man cleaning up? See, I go that extra mile for my church. I love my church. My heart is in everything that I do. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it out of my heart, because if it ain't coming out of my heart, then I don't need to do it at all. If I'm just sitting up playing for money, I need to sit down somewhere. I'm just keeping it real in this video, but that's me. And I know it's a million and million musicians that just go to church for money. I did a video on this a while back. Stop using church as a gig. Church is not the club, but at the same time, church look like the club nowadays. Oh, can we keep it real? A lot of people going to church just because they got a new outfit. Yeah. Pastors on down. They got a new car. What you do in the club? You pull up in your new car with your rims on, with your new outfit. You go in there and pay your little money. Same thing you do at church. Man, church and club look just alike nowadays. Because why? All the people that's calling themselves holding it down and all this stuff, sneaking around here, be the ones that's keeping up all the mess. And the ones on the praise team and the choir stands and on the musician stand are the same ones playing and singing in the clubs, getting messed up, drunk, coming to church high. Can I keep it all the way real? And you doing this, and you doing this saying that you doing the will of God? Oh no, man. Don't make God pull that cover off your life in front of everybody, because God will bust on you. I told y'all in that other video, don't make God angry. And if you sit up here just playing out of your heart, I mean, if you sitting there playing just for the money, when you should be playing from your heart, serving God from your heart. I told y'all, God didn't call you to sit down. He called you to serve. And you got people serving man and they serving woman because they trying to please man and they trying to please woman. And it's what it done became in church now. I see first ladies doing this kind of stuff. People want to get buddy and buddy with people because, man, I keep telling folks, when you come to Christ, everybody ain't going to like you. Quit trying to make everybody like you and be your friend, because it ain't going to happen. Why? Because they did Jesus the same way. So start doing it out of your heart. But see, here's the thing. Everybody that's called into the ministry wasn't called by God. Uh-oh, yeah. I said it once again. You got people that done call themselves to preach. You done got people that call themselves to be a minister of music. Ain't nobody meet no kind of qualifications like the Bible teaches us. We too busy to just, throw him in position. Man, he cold on that piano. We need him. Forget about that dude, the humble dude. Forget about the humble dude. Get the man that play better, because his chords sound better and he can sing and he got all the hell going in the church. You should have picked the humble man. See what I'm saying? There's too many humble musicians being thrown away from church for no reason, because you caught on how good somebody sound and how good somebody play. I don't care about all that. Give me the humble musician. I told y'all in the other video, God can hear that C chord. Good God Almighty, he'd rather hear that chord than to hear a bunch of junk. He said make a joyful noise, not make a bunch of mess. Let everything that has breath praise the Lord. So you do it from your heart. And I know y'all gonna get mad at me at this video, but hey, get mad all you want, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Get mad at God, because God told us how to be. We keep trying to do what we want to do ourselves. This is why ain't hardly a lot of churches are out here in Dallas. This is why a lot of them just can't get on one accord. They can't focus. They sure can't fellowship with each other. And that's why they can't keep musicians and pastors in these churches, because we just doing any and everything. I'm tired of these pastors calling my phone. I get so many calls. I can't get no musician. We need another musician. Well, he wasn't right. Well, pastor, you ain't right either. Sometimes you need to go check yourself, because it falls on both sides. If you quit putting anybody in position and pray and let God send you somebody the right way, then you wouldn't have to keep going around here crying and whining because a lot of these musicians ain't right, just like a lot of these pastors ain't right. People, stop putting people in position and start doing things according to the way God say do it, and your church will grow. God promised you everything that you need to do. He told you what you need to do. Bible, basic instructions before leaving earth. Follow the instructions